I don't know, man. Well, I don't know. This one's about that car. I don't know what this one is. See what this one is. I was playing Reefer Madness. Reefer Madness. It looks like Vito Scaletta. Hold on, let me change that bike. Nah, I'll be alright. I switched. I just fucking move over here. My lazy ass. You lazy ass.
Spakowski, you have a new case. 2 women. Possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Somebody
Where did this take
put
place?
on that dope.
That's the bitch you're gonna love. Right at the King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
You think the Vice Boys get any on this side?
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you bantering with the boy. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar.
I can't put on no damn suit.
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated,
Hey, tripping,
hardworking, straight as an arrow.
Air Course always fucking says that shit. No matter how fucking good my shit is, it always fucking says that shit.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard. Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Gonzalez.
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've
I
taken
think
her
I
to
gotta
central
use the
receiving.
bitch's panties
If you want to take a look around,
in
it's
the
called
very
ambulance.
first
Thanks.
interrogation.
Do that.
I gotta.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
She's a bitch. In other words.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Nobody gotta go find the corner. What's up, Mal?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Mal, you a perv. The best
They've been
part.
torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
I like how you folded them back. I guess you have to.
She's a long way from home. Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Put that shit down. I'm picking it up, boy. Nothing. Nothing? What the hell was the point?
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should...
Oh, shit. That was almost terrible. What the fuck the update to this shit was, yo? They fucking updated this bitch with 6 gigabytes. Like, I don't know what the fuck I put in there. Oh, I ain't even going to the damn driver.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast.
You? I don't like. Keep out of this.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
So I just back copper? Cause there's no there's no evidence of anybody who doped her.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Oh, Marky B. Oh, shit.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
That's why I use the underwear.
I think you're lying, Mrs. McAfee. I think something happened to Jessica yesterday before the crash.
I'm offended, Sunshine. Do you have any proof?
Them wide open panties.
Miss Hamilton's underwear were physically torn from her body.
Physically.
She wanted to go to a casting. I took her to a casting. Whatever happened after that is between her and Mark Bishop.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind.
She's obviously not a good cop.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I'd imagine this is a good cop.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
Nah, bitch, I'm baby
Think we're
face
good here.
Cole.
Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Baby face Cole.
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. Where to?
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
Central Receiver Hospital.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to
Feeling
be
better
manhandled
since
by
this
a
morning,
doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little.
Oh,
My head
Where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
bitch.
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about
Hold on.
your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Just where I use the panties.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
I'm not lying.
Looks like I was mistaken.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
We found your
That's what I was
underwear
gonna do, but I
in your
didn't know.
handbag, Jessica. You need to tell us what happened.
The doctor told me what happened. I didn't want that. I just wanted to be a star, to be in movies. I told Junie what happened, and she told me to toughen up. That was the price of stardom.
Did she now, cold-hearted bitch?
It's not Junie's fault. It's not my first time. I had a boyfriend back home, but my father found out about him.
Even if you consented, Jessica, you're still underage. We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Mm-hmm. Contact with parents. No evidence. Oh, she got that.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
Because it's caught you in a lie before, bitch.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Association with Bishop. Bad cop.
What's the story with Bishop and Mrs. McAfee? Why does he want the two of you dead?
That can't be true. Mr. Bishop seemed very happy today. I mean, yesterday.
And that's why he wedged a shrunken head against the accelerator pedal and punted the two of you over an escarpment?
Punted.
I overheard Junie speaking to him on the phone a couple of times. Screaming, really. She can be very hard sometimes, Junie. But they seemed okay yesterday, like they worked it out.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Oh, it's probably gonna be good cop. Oh nah. Bitch, you better give up that information. Bitch, better say what? I want to hear what he says to be bad cops. Oh shit, everybody split. Oh nice. Bitch, you better tell me what happened. Oh shit, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I press triangle.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth.
Yeah, damn it, tell the truth.
I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city.
Like, bitch, who got a side? Oh, cool.
Sorry. My mistake.
Okay. I don't got no evidence of her being assaulted. Evidence of criminal abuse. Well, hold on. Medical examiner suggests she was criminally abused. But, evidence of abuse. Medical examination suggests this is evidence of abuse. The name of the question is evidence of criminal abuse. It says evidence of abuse. I may seem like the biggest dumbass here for not picking this yet. I don't know. Cause I don't know, bro. I don't even know if that's right. I don't even know if it's right, bro. Cause
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
okay, peep game. I just want to do what everybody else did, man. I just want to do what everybody else did. Yep. Fucking. Makes me so mad.
Someone tried to kill you, Jessica. Do you get it? Forget about being in movies. It's time to act like a grown-up.
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
Thank you, Jessica. You've been a big help. Here's my card. If you think of anything or you need some help, just get in touch, okay?
Okay.
I should have done removing that.
I think it might be a good idea if you went back home till you felt better, Jessica.
I couldn't do that, officer. What if I got the part and I wasn't there?
Oh, this is what I should have read before. Is that what I should have read before I did anything? Man. Well, we'll see what I get. We'll see what I get, you know. Damn. Wish I could choke this bitch. Then again, it didn't I did just come in and press square, didn't I?
It's the tale of this town, Cole.
I don't know.
Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
We should follow her. We should stalk her.
There she goes. Come on.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
Too close, Phelps. You're way too close.
Shut your fucking mouth, boy. Don't get your shirt tore, boy. I like how they can just cut off 2 lanes of traffic and how everybody stops for them. Best deals, bargains, and free delivery.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
I know how it feels to wake up fucked up.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Let's see what they got to eat. Fresh
Well, then make someone
vegetables.
else do it.
Nigga, let me see the damn.
You still know
Let me
people,
see that
don't
menu.
you?
Oh,
Then make
damn,
some
I couldn't.
calls.
Can't see it now. Whatever.
I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm...
Cole looking like I
Sure,
can't
I
even
got
read
the
this.
film.
Okay, now I can read. Fresh chicken broth, tuna salad, shrimp salad, grilled cheese. Is that a beaver sandwich? Denver sandwich.
You're behind the wheel.
And
Yeah.
where exactly are we going?
Well, let a nigga read the menu, man. Nigga want to see what's for den, man.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way.
For some
I've got an
light
address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his broad the wrong way.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story?
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor,
I know how it feels to wake up fucked up. Pump them arms, Cole.
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Elevator.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
On the right. On the left. No, bitch. No, no, no.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers.
Mark
I'll
Bishop,
just need
gay
to sit
cowboy.
down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess.
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, swastika. Oh, next swastika. No.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Ooh, a check.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Don't think this is anything.
It's lipstick Cole.
No good to me.
Steal it. Cole, you and your morals. This is something that rodeo thing.
Presented to Mark.
Optimistic, Cole.
Just nothing.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Oh, fork and spoon. Oh, Cuphead.
There's the set. Hollywood's own little piece of Babylon.
It's over here.
Not much help. Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
I gotta be forgetting something. The set.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
I don't see what that would have to do anything, but
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
This is Gloria Bishop. I don't have any evidence that he does.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
I don't have any evidence to that. I just had to check.
You're off the hook. For now.
Obviously, it's not a good cop. But I don't know what I would accuse her with. Would I use this one? See, man, I hate getting fucking one question wrong, man.
Looks like I made a mistake.
Because majority has been wrong before, bro. But I actually think it's... But, okay, so... Check for 20K. All I have is a 20K check. And then all I have is this with Hopgood's name on it. I don't have anything else. But that doesn't really say anything. See, I don't know, yo. Damn. Alright, I tell you what, I'm gonna accuse her. And I'm gonna use the prop store.
You're wrong,
I thought
detective.
so.
My husband is a miscreant, but that doesn't mean he feels shame for what he does. He would never tell me.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Is this where I would use the panties again? Or the evidence of abuse? In fact, let me do remove an answer this time. Oh, it's no accused.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know? The truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Bitch, I'm running up your telephone bill.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. Finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act. You know the way. You can drive.
Silver screen.
Do we know where we're going?
Oh, Merlin Odie. Merlin Odie.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's let on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Giddy broads. You know, Stefan, all those giddy broads you be messing with.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ. I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way. Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Uh-oh. Them pills, man.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Dr. Stoneman. Oh yeah, doctor jumps out the fucking... Oh, good Dr. Stoneman. This ain't nothing.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Liquid hand cream. Oh yeah, the window. You gotta actually look at the other mirror.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay
den.
here and keep our pervert company.
Oh, peep
Can't
den.
be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Shit. I could fit Unks me anywhere. I like how you, I like, well, let's see, can I see the back of that? I don't know what the shits are made out of. I'm surprised he didn't get kicked through that shit, though. Ooh, a scimitar. A scimitar, scimitar, I don't know how to say it.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Ain't I supposed to open it? No open.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test? I wonder if they saw this, how many budding starlets would still get on the bus to come to Hollywood.
Gotta get one in here too. Am I missing something? I must be. Fucking get out of it, Cole. Little bottle. There ain't nothing back here. You can't. What am I missing? This ain't nothing.
Seems irrelevant. Not sure this means much.
A hat?
Maybe if... No.
Why don't you put it on? What am I missing? I must be missing something in the other room. I can't check nothing here, can I? Ain't no clues in here. It must be a newspaper. Oh no, there it go.
So this is where you sprang from.
And this thing. Oh, I can switch outfits.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Obviously it's not good.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
The empty film canister, if I'm not mistaken.
I have a drugged-up 15-year-old girl, and you have chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet. You give me something, or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
I will break.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Kobe Hart.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
Obviously not good cop. It's the shrunken head.
You and Ballard are blackmailing Bishop. That's why he cracked.
You got nothing on me.
Oh no.
My hands are clean on this.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
Relationship with June Ballard. Would it be the shrunken heads? They're blackmailing Mark Bishop. I don't know what I would use for this stuff.
You could hump a few props or sweep the floors if you got nothing better to do.
Ballard was out, then she's in, then Bishop visits this place and goes crazy. You're in it somehow.
These clowns fuck young girls on the couch. The girls think they're gonna be stars. They really put their backs into it. It's a price they're willing to pay. None of them will press charges.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps. Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Where'd he go, Stefan? I mean, I totally don't.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
Let's shoot, man. Pull that Draco, Cole.
They really don't want anybody to get the picture.
What? I guess I shouldn't pull that Draco then. People get hurt when I do that.
Phelps.
Oh.
Roy Earl, ad vice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day.
Come on.
Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen, to stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski.
Oh, shit! Get us out of here!
Oh man, my garbage bag. Let me get that fucking...
Let's see him chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching...
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
Secret camera room? Oh, okay, I would have been there.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the...
Some old chomo.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it! Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. 11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8th and Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot.
Well, I got him. I can get that tackle. Come on, give me that tackle. Man, they don't want to give me that tackle right there.
We're trying to help you, Bishop!
This is all a big mistake!
It's us or McAfee's boys, your choice.
I didn't do anything!
Yeah, look at that. You can't kick me in the fucking head now, bitch.
Bishop, that's enough.
That girl made it all up.
How the fuck you get that far that fast? Ain't no way.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
I remember dying last time I did that shit.
Blackmailing me.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
You gotta move like 50 inches.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
I'm playing my mic accidentally.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Last chance to back the hell down.
It's this way.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Come on, it's this way.
Well, I bet that hurt.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake. Is this really the best McAfee's got?
Oh shit.
There's a ladder leading to the ground. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
I like how I can do it perfectly with the gun in my hand too.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
You have to get me out of here. Those barrels at the base of the elephant column.
Oh. Bukowski.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here. McAfee doesn't make the rules. Follow me. We need to get him to the car. LAPD, you're making a big mistake. How long do you think you can hold out?
See, Bukowski don't be checking where he's running, yo.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there. You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
Kennedy!
Good shit, bro. Shot that ass down.
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it for little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You've developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you didn't. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
He's a Negro from Congo.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
How you gonna let him do that, Eddie?
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Please tell me I got 5 stars. Oh my fucking... Alright, fair enough. I gotta redo it again. Maybe okay. At least I got 4 stars instead of 2, 3 I had. Whatever.